Welcome to Homebuyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
So before we begin, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips on home buying, click the subscribe button below, hit the little bell so you don't miss anything.
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Homebuyer School. Today I'm joined by Mushtaba Syed, a manager mobile mortgage specialist with TD Canada Trust. And today the question we're going to answer is, what are the different types of mortgage refinancing?
That's a good question, Carl. So we actually have different types of refinancing available for different situations that you might have. If your term has come up with your current bank right now and you're looking at moving into a different institution for a better rate, that is also considered a refinance. It's also considered a transfer in as well. But if you also feel like, hey, you've actually paid down your mortgage, there's some equity available, you want to be able to use that equity for whatever needs you might have. It could be debt consolidation, paying off some loans, purchasing an investment. We can also take money out, which is also considered an equity takeout, which is also a mortgage refinance as well.
So when would you actually refinance from a transfer point of view? When are some situations that would occur?
Yeah, so technically, if your term is coming up and you feel like there's better rates available or better terms available with a different institution, that'd be a great time to actually talk about that transfer from your current bank to a different bank, just to see how much of a benefit it is for you to actually move institutions altogether. Usually, banks will give you 4 months prior to your renewal date to actually give you that time to kind of shop around and decide if you would actually like to stay with your current institution or actually go to a different institution for maybe better rates.
Is there a penalty if you want to transfer before that 4-month period?
Absolutely. So before the 4-month period, you can actually renew with your own bank within the 4 months without any penalties. But if you did decide to actually leave prior to your term actually coming up for renewal, then definitely there's going to be a penalty. And the penalties could just be based on a lot of different things. So I would definitely have a conversation with your bank to see if there are any penalties, and if they are, what type and how much are they.
So Mo, when should you refinance a mortgage?
Yeah, so if you ever feel like your term is coming up, would be a great time to actually look at switching banks if you're getting a better, more competitive rate. Or another good time is to see if you have some equity available. And if you actually paid down your mortgage, done a great job in paying it down, and you feel like you want to be able to use those funds towards debt pay down, you want to pay off some loans or credit cards, you want to be able to take the money and invest it into other things, or even purchase, it would be a great time to refinance your home.
When someone says, I want to take out a second mortgage, is that the same thing as refinancing a mortgage? And when would you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So taking out a second mortgage means to the bank is that you're actually taking out, putting a lien after your first mortgage. So let's say if your first mortgage is in place right now, you still have some time remaining on your term, and you still need some money available, and you don't want to break your term and face a penalty, banks do offer you the option of taking a second mortgage out on your home if there's equity available. And that's a very good option to actually exercise if you feel like there is a need for you to actually access some funds.
All right. So Mo, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, what I would say, I would definitely recommend reaching out to your bank, to your lender, to your specialist to see if taking some extra funds out would actually impact your current mortgage right now. It's a great conversation to have with them and to see, but if you definitely need some extra funds, book an appointment with your specialist and see what your options are.
Great. Well, perfect. Well, thank you very much, Mo. Hey, everyone, just remember we have a lot of videos on mortgage pre-approval, and especially our new video on the new mortgage rules in Canada. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
That's another edition of Homebuyers School. Tune in next time for more expert tips and tricks. And visit homebuyerschool.ca to bring you one step closer to finding your dream home. As with everything, it would be great if you like and share our videos. Also, please let us know if you have any home buying questions you want us to answer.